Today, I'm going to show you how to make delicious, easy roasted potatoes. I've been getting a lot of questions about what to serve as a side dish with my brisket or my chicken, so I'm going to show you the actual potatoes that we serve at holiday time. So what do you need for these potatoes? Not a lot. You need potatoes, you need olive oil, and you need onion soup mix. There's a bunch of different brands that would work. Pick one that you like, that if you're typically going to make a dip out of, you would use, and that'll work here. So the first thing you're going to do is peel your potato. Now, I typically peel the potatoes entirely, and then I'm going to be cutting them up. But if you are someone who prefers skin on your potato, that's okay. You actually can leave it because we're going to be putting olive oil on, and so it'll stick either way. Just remember that potatoes come from the ground and they have dirt on them, so either way you want to be sure to wash them, but especially if you're going to leave the skin on, you want to make sure you extra thoroughly wash them. And so you're just going to peel, and then when you're done peeling, make sure you rinse them off. Figure you'll need about 4 medium potatoes for every envelope you're going to use of the onion soup mix. The boxes actually come with 2 envelopes, so you can make however many you need. Keep in mind, this recipe actually is on the box of onion soup mix, but now that I've made them for a while, I've picked up some tips and I'm going to share them with you. You can choose to make these potatoes with or without skin, however you prefer, and you can use white potatoes or sweet potatoes. If you prefer your potatoes on the softer side, first boil them for 5 to 10 minutes. So we've cut these potatoes into wedges. You can get an idea here of what the sizing looks like. And figure one, this was a pretty good sized potato. I ended up with about 24 pieces. Usually you're gonna end up with 16 to 24 pieces of potato, again, depending on how big you wanna make them. They're not meant to be little diced pieces. You want sort of good solid wedges. Combine 1/3 of a cup of olive oil or vegetable oil with 1 envelope of onion soup mix. I've done this typically with regular olive oil. You can also use regular vegetable oil. That's how I typically make it and how I would still suggest you make it in the beginning. But if you find after a while that you want something with a little more kick, or you just decide that they're getting boring and you want something different, you can try an infused olive oil. They make olive oils infused with chipotle, with garlic, with all kinds of fun flavors. So it's something to think about down the road after you've made this for a while and loved them, but decided maybe that you wanted something a little bit different. So mix it up, pretty easy. And then next up, just toss in your potatoes. Roll the potatoes throughout the mixture. With your potatoes thoroughly mixed, it's time to put them into the dish. Now, the box will tell you to roast them, and they tell you 450, but what they don't tell you is actually how long. So this is where my tip comes in. I actually do this in 2 phases. Ultimately, you're gonna be cooking them for about half an hour. But what I do first is put them in. Let's put them in. And you don't need, again, to grease your pan any further because these are pretty greasy. You can spread them out to fit your pan and put them in first for 20 minutes. So the potatoes have been cooking for about 20 minutes at 450. I've done them uncovered, and particularly when I uncover a dish, I like to make sure that they don't end up drying out. So what I've done is I take it out and I just sort of roll it around again. So I want to make sure that it's getting completely coated again by the olive oil and onion soup mix. So just kind of toss it around, make sure it's all well coated, looking good, starting to get soft. And then I'm going to pop it back in for another 10 to 15 minutes. After 35 minutes in a 450-degree oven, here are the fully cooked white potatoes with skin, white potatoes without skin, and the sweet potatoes. Now you know how to make quick, easy, mouth-watering roasted potatoes. By the way, if you're enjoying these videos, I hope that you will click like on each one that you're enjoying, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be more videos coming. And whether you choose to enjoy these potatoes at a holiday, other special event, or just a regular dinner, I hope you enjoy them in good health.